We've now amassed quite a few controllers here on Squadding Quads. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of your requests for some tutorials and start ticking them off on the list. First up is going to be the Radiomaster TX15, and this request comes in from JJ, and he wants to know how we update it in EdgeTX and also ELRS without breaking anything. So the first thing we're going to do is plug it into the PC. And once you're over on the PC, you're going to want to select a Chrome-based web page. And in this Chrome-based web page, you want to search for EdgeTX Buddy. And it's the very top one. It's buddy.edgetx.org. And if we click on that, now I'm going to include pre-releases, and we're going to go for the newest version, Queen Anne's Revenge, because that's what I'm running on the jumper. We're going to scroll down until we see Radiomaster, and then we're looking for the TX15, which is there. So it's cautioning us against doing it in any other way than via bootloader and UF2. So let me show you how to do that. We're going to download the file that we've just asked it to create for us. We're going to put it on our desktop, and it's named TX15. So we know we're going to select the right one. Now then, let me turn the camera back on. And the first thing you're going to want to do is actually turn the radio off. We can, in fact, no, don't unplug it, should I say. And we're going to push these two trim switches into the middle, and we're going to hold the power button down. And that puts us in bootloader or UF2 mode. And on the screen now, you can see that the UF2 drive has actually popped up. If we now go to our desktop, this is the TX15 flash. And we just drop that into this folder, and you'll see that it'll start writing the file automatically and doing the update. You don't even have to do anything. Now, all things being well, it should be absolutely fine. And if we go into System now and go across to Information, it tells us we're running Queen Anne's Revenge, which is the newest version of EdgeTX. And this is the menu system, similar to what you can see on the Jumper T15 Pro that we had on the other day. So that's it. You've fully updated your EdgeTX, but now what you want to do is update your ELRS as well. For that, you need to plug in the USB, and you do need to select VCP. Okay, so back over to the PC we go again. And this time, we're opening up the ExpressLRS configurator. We're going to go with ExpressLRS 4.0, and we're going to select from the drop down. In fact, actually, it's Radiomaster Dual Band, this, isn't it? Radiomaster Dual Band. And we have the Radiomaster TX15 2.4 900. Now, depending on where you live in the world, depends on what you wish to select here. Generally speaking, if you live in EU countries, EU territories, you're going to want to select the LBT, listen before talk. If you're not in an EU country, the standard for the rest of the world is ISM. Select what you need to select. Now for your 900 band, again, depending where you are, depends on which one you select. If you're in Europe, select 868. Add the binding phrase that you wish, and come down here and select whichever serial is on offer to you there. And hit flash. And as if by magic, and if you need to download the Lua script, you can do it here. I've already done it. And what we'll do is we'll show you the procedure. So although I've got it on my desktop, I'll save it again. And then what we're going to do now is we're just going to unplug it, and we're going to replug it, USB storage. And that will pop up the USB storage window, and we're going to go to our scripts and tools folder. And in here, we're then going to go and navigate to our desktop, and we're going to find the ELRS script, Lua script that we just downloaded. We're going to copy that, and we're going to paste it into this folder. And then we're going to unplug it, and we're going to press System, and we're going to press ExpressLRS. And if we give it a second, you can now see we're on ExpressLRS 4.0.0. And up here now, you can select either your 868 or your 2.4 gigahertz. And it really is as simple as that. And I think it's fairly important at this stage that I clarify what I've just said, because I said it's as simple as that. But as with everything and anything in life, it's only ever simple and straightforward if you know the answer. Otherwise, you can spend hours and hours and hours getting this stuff wrong. It took me 10 minutes to record this tutorial. And the point is, what I'm trying to make here in my own cumbersome and too many words way is, if you need help, if you've got a question, if you want a tutorial like this, just ask away in any of the comments. I always reply to comments, unless you're a troll and you're a bit nasty and I'll just block you. But generally speaking, I will always reply to all comments. And if you've got a specific tutorial request, just ask for it. Even if it's, can you do exactly what you've done on this radio, but on a different radio because it's a bit of a different layout or whatever, I've got no problems in doing it again. But please do just ask so that I can find out what you guys actually want, what you guys actually need, and help you guys move forward in your FPV journey. If you've got any questions whatsoever, please do drop them in the comments down below. Like, hype, share, and do all that sort of good stuff on this video that I still don't understand what it's about, but it helps me in some weird way. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Peace. Bye. Thanks. Love you. YouTube and I have had a chat, and we believe that this is the video that you'll like the most. So watch it and let me know if they're right.